want to try and go live or record a video, but you don't want to show your face? You've thought about VTubing, but it seems overly complicated, or you just don't have all of the tools needed to do it, like an iPhone or really good lighting. PNG tubing is a really easy way to get started in the content space, no matter what content you want to do, and a lot of channels use it, from small channels to large channels that make all kinds of different content. It's a great way to represent yourself on your channel and to get started quickly and easily. PNG tubing is when a person uses an image that is a PNG file type that usually has a transparent background to represent themselves in their content. I have recently launched a bunch on my Kofi. They are all made in Blender and they are 3D. They range from free to about $5, and they're super cute and simple, but they're really cool to have a unique look for your content. But you don't have to use my stuff. You can use any PNG image as long as you have different states like eyes closed, mouth closed, etc. This will help make your PNG model look a little more alive and give it the ability to blink. All you'll need to PNG VTube is a microphone, a PNGtuber software. I recommend using Video Mini, but any will work, and a PNG image file. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your microphone is plugged into your computer and working. The next thing you're going to want to do is download the PNG VTube software of your choice. I'm again going to use VTube Mini because I find that it works the best with my models, and I think they just look really good in there when they blink, and it's super easy to set up, but you can use any one that you want. And the next thing you're going to need is your PNG images. Now, if you get them from me on Kofi, I will have it ready to go in a Google file for you. So feel free to download those or have those ready and available on your computer, so when we go back to the software, you're able to find them easily. Now let's head back into your PNGtuber software. Again, I'm going to be using VTube Mini, so that's what I'm going to show in this example. As you can see, we're now in VTube Mini. Now, this is going to be super easy and simple to set up. As you can see, it's already registering my microphone and shaking. This is the default image that opens up. There's a few default avatars that you can see here if you just go down to the left, and there's quite a few of them here. They're really cute, and it kind of shows you that you can really be a PNG VTuber with anything, like this cool sock puppet. It looks so cool, and you could even take pictures yourself, get rid of the background, make it transparent, and throw them into here and have your own cute, unique VTube model. So actually, I'm just going to take this back in the avatar settings and reload the tube avatar here because there's only one save state, and we're only going to use one to set this up because this is a very basic use of this app and to get you started right away. We're going to click down on the state, and as you can see, there's different image slots here. Closed mouth image, open mouth image, etc. We're going to click on this and then press remove image for each one. Now it's a clean slate and there's only one state available. Multiple states are there so that you could have multiple facial expressions like angry and things like that. But to keep it as simple as possible for this tutorial, we're only going to be using one save state. So from here, we're going to click on closed mouth image, and make sure you go to wherever you saved your PNG images. If you got them from me, they're going to be labeled 1 through 4, so it's really easy to set up and put them in. So just click on image 1, or the one that has your mouth closed and eyes open, and then continue to add each one from there. Luckily, when you hover over each one, it's super easy to know which image needs to go in. So this is for open mouth blinking, this is for closed mouth blinking, etc. Once all 4 images are put in, as you can see, we already have one of our little VTubers here. It's moving because it can register my microphone. So yours may not be able to register your microphone yet, so let's set it up. If we go over to the left and click on the microphone icon here for microphone settings, it'll show a whole list of the potential microphones. Make sure you click the one that you're using. In my case, it's the Wavelength Microphone FX. You can even have things like noise reduction, so you can play with those if you want, but I have mine off. Once the program detects your microphone, you're going to see these 2 bars here, as you can see mine going up and down. If you have this higher, as an example, as soon as I stop talking, the VTube model will stop registering that I'm speaking. Its mouth will basically close. If we move this down, it won't register it for a while. Now, some people may prefer this option, so this is really something that you have to change to your personal preference. The green is the volume cutoff. So basically, if I put this too high, as you can see, the program's no longer registering that I'm speaking because the green is my volume of speaking. If I put it right here, as soon as I stop speaking, it'll stop registering that. Now, some of you might like that it shakes a lot or it blinks a lot right now, but if you don't, these are all completely customizable and we're going to change them right now. All you got to do is go to the right and you'll see state properties. And here you can change how often your character blinks. It can be smooth or pixelated. The blink duration can be a lot of time. We're going to make it like this so it's blinking quite a bit, just for this example. If you want to stop the whole movement of the body, you can click on State Effects, which is right below State Properties. And as you can see, it's supposed to be shaking every time I open my mouth. Now, it's not moving at all. And it's blinking quite often. And for some of you, this might be perfectly fine. This might be exactly what you're looking for, and you could be done from this point on and just go to the next part of the video on how to get it into OBS. If you want to do more customization though, there's a lot of different effects that you can do. There's random waves, which you can have when your mouth is closed. You can even click it and customize exactly how much you wave and move around. So this is for when I'm not speaking, when the mouth is closed. And you can even add multiple. So multiple things are happening at the same time. You just click it again to close them. And you can have open mouth effects that can be different. So you could have your character doing all that. It's totally up to you. Sometimes I like to have just a little jump, but it completely depends on your options. You could have them just do a little jump like this, where it's very faint, and this is completely customizable again. So feel free to play around with this and get the look that you want. As you can see, mine has a transparent background right now. All my images, if you get them from me, will have transparent backgrounds. But again, make sure your PNG tubers have those transparent backgrounds so that it's just your model that is seen in the software. If you want to change your background, on the left, you can go to Display Settings. You can change your avatar scale to make them smaller or larger. And down here is where you can change it to transparent. You can even have an image if you want to have a background image. You could have a color if you wanted. So you have a lot of control over what you do. For me, I'm just going to leave it transparent for now. Now you can go to avatar settings, and I recommend saving your avatar with all your settings so you don't have to ever change it. Your avatar should always be saved, especially if you use the program I'm using. But just in case, it's great to have a save and a backup, so make sure you save your avatar. I recommend saving that file in the same place that you have your PNGtube images, so everything is neat and tidy, and you know exactly where it is. After you're done setting all this up, go ahead and minimize this box. We'll come back to it later. Now you're going to open OBS. Now my OBS is going to look a little bit convoluted and wild, and that's because I multi-stream using the SE Live plugin from Stream Elements, so just ignore the whole right side, as that's just stuff for my multi-streaming. What yours is going to look like is just this middle box with these sections: scenes, sources, and audio mixer. All you're going to need to do is go to Sources and click on the plus button. From there, you're going to click on Game Capture. You can name this whatever you'd like. I'm going to just name it PNGtuber Test. And a box is going to open up right here. After this box opens, under Mode, it will say Capture any full screen application, and we're going to change that to capture a specific window. Under Window, you're going to click the drop down, and then you're going to look for the name of your PNG VTube software. In my case, it's Video Mini. Before we do anything else though, we're going to go down to Allow Transparency and check that box off. So now there's no image behind your character, and we're going to press OK. Now you can drag this around. I'm going to make it a little smaller just so we can see. Even though you are seeing like a whole mirror thing. So here is your little VTuber. It's inside of here, and it's working and reacting because you have the program open in the background, and that has to stay open the whole time. You're basically almost ready to go. I'm going to put him right over here across from me. It's my little buddy over there. And it's working really well already. But now you need to add in your game background. So we're going to go back down to the plus button, add Game Capture again. This you can name whatever you want. I already have one, so I'm not going to name it, but it's the same type of thing. I just made mine Game Capture PC because it's just capturing my PC games. In this box, I have it as capture any full screen application, but you can feel free to have it capture a specific window, like if you have a certain game open and you only want it to capture that, you can feel free to do that as well. So now, if I get rid of myself, you're basically set, and you can have any game open and your VTube model there, and play whatever game you want. And there you go, you're ready to start live streaming. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that this was helpful to you, especially if you're starting out. And I really hope that if you do choose my Kofi images, that you like them and they help you to get started making any content you want right away. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.